I mean, because people say things like, why do you live out here? There's nothing here.
Back at it again for the last time. This is us coming back to Kersarge Pass now. Got dropped off by a lovely lady called Shorty, and her daughter Flamingo is finishing the PCT as well this year, but she'll finish it up at Washington. But yeah, it's like 3,000 feet to the top of the pass, back down again, and I'll probably just camp in the first campsite with a bear locker. Depends on the time and how I'm feeling, but pack full of food. First day out of town, we'll see how it goes, but yeah. Down there is a big pothole lake. That's the last view of where we came from on Kersarge. And that little notch there is the pass, so we're almost there. Down to Bullfrog Lake, back onto the PCT. You can see some mountains poking out in the background, so we're getting to the top of the pass. Just over there. Hello, that's Kersarge Lakes, and we're about to nerd out on rocks for 2 minutes. So this one up here, no idea what mineral causes that, but it just looks like a big boulder's just been plopped up in that mountain chain. And if you look carefully, you can see all the polished granite along the sides. So like here, bit there, bit of polished granite there, all the way down. So I don't know if that is, because that's as high as a glacier ever got, and that's where it polished and abrased the granite, or something else. It's quite cool to see, you know, there's a descending line of something that's happened to the rock. Unprofessional opinion would be a glacier, but it's a very pretty pass. A lot of people do say, you know, if you're doing this part, you should just actively try to do Kersarge as a resupply, just because it's so pretty. But yeah, man, cool place. Just making my way down to camp now. Gorgeous valley. Up there somewhere and around to the right will be Forster Pass, which is the last real pass I'm going to do up here. That's East Vedette, this big pretty mountain here. So yeah, going to camp somewhere down near the river tonight. And then tomorrow up and across all the way to Forster Pass, which is somewhere down here. Good morning, we're like 3 miles into the day. It's about, I think it's 11,666 feet by complete coincidence where we are. We still need to go another 2,000 feet higher, somewhere down this canyon that's kind of blocked by the sun, up there and along, to get to Forster Pass. The view's already getting nice, sun's up now. 1,500 feet to go. I still can't figure out which one of these gaps or notches is Forster Pass yet. But yeah, the south side approach, well, north side, it's just kind of a flat lump you climb up. But you'll see it from the north very soon, and it's a very different climb. But yeah, 2 miles, 1,500 feet. Shouldn't take long. Turns out that notch there is Forster Pass. There's a fat boy in the way. Please don't have rabies. Don't try it. Thank you. But yeah, other than those trees down there, feels like we're on Mars again. Just desolate, man. But maybe half hour to go, it's like less than a mile, 800 feet or something. But so far we're at 12,300 feet, something like that. So it's hard going now, but you can see a little chain of people. Can't actually see the trail.
Sky Pilot. Is that what it is? I was gonna look it up. Where you have service? No, I meant Sky Pilot. Oh,
So just up where you can see the sky was the top, but we're in a bit now called the chute. So you come across there, over here. But on a normal year, this whole little crossing I'm on, from the protected side of the rocks round and across is normally all snow all the way down. It's a little bit of a sketchy bit, but thankfully the snow isn't here while I am. But yeah, 13,200 feet, highest point in the whole PCT, either direction. So yeah, done that. And then the only other place higher was Whitney, which most people do. So it still counts as the PCT in my book. And it's behind that hill somewhere, you can't see it. But yeah, gonna probably go to those woods and camp for the night. Make it to the base camp of Whitney tomorrow, and then we'll do Whitney the day after. So I hope you can see now why I was calling this one of the more intimidating passes from this side. We kind of just climbed up a big lump of granite. On this side it is one steep climb up through that chute. It kind of diverts through this boulder field towards the end. But yeah, you wouldn't think it was a pass. The Forest Service only actually discovered this one in 1927, hence the name Forster Pass. But yeah, a lot of the other passes and trails were old, like Indian hunting and trading trails. I think they needed, you know, a lot more modern gear, dynamite and all the rest to actually make it through that one. But stunning regardless. Getting closer to camp, but just stopping for a second. That pointy one there, I'm pretty sure is Mount Tyndall, and I think the one in the background, this one here, I think that's Mount Williamson. They're both 14,000 feet. Yeah, I remember hearing about that one last time I was here, but I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm not sure, if not, it's just behind Tyndall here. Nice to see your namesake. Forster Pass is somewhere just behind us in those mountains. But right now we're standing on this beautiful big flat meadowy bit. This is the Bighorn Plateau. But as we scan around, for the first time in 2 months of walking, getting our first view of Mt Whitney. So that is the finishing line. So only 2 days to go. We have today, we're going to camp as close as we can. And tomorrow morning, a big early start and summit. So you can't see too much here. There's a nice little meadow sitting in front of us. In the background is the passage, the channel, whatever you want to call it, the valley up to Whitney. But yeah, trails here. That little trail takes you to the Whitney base camp. And that little sign there is officially, as far as I made it, on the PCT in 2023. Because that's a side trip. I went all the way along there, almost up Whitney, didn't manage, all the way down, all the way back again. Then I jumped all the way to a place called Chester, walked all the way to Canada. This year, went back to Chester, walked all the way to right here. So, that'll mean that is me finished the PCT. Now, that's the official bit done. But in my book, only me, don't listen to this, but it doesn't count until you've done Whitney. So, up there, hidden, excuse me, tree. In the background, tomorrow, will be the actual true finish. Even though, as far as the actual trail is concerned, that's it bloody done. Just 7 more miles, 4,000 feet, up to the highest mountain in the continental US. And in my book, that's the whole thing done. So, holding off on the celebrations to now, but very, very nearly there. Good morning. It is the 31st of July. It is 3 minutes past 3 in the morning. I have been going up the approach bit to Whitney for 2.5 hours. We're already the height of, was it Pinchot, I think? 12,300 feet. I've got the steep switchbacks to go. Then the slightly cruisier, although higher, actual approach to Whitney to go, maybe in an hour or two. But yeah, about 2,000 feet. Whoop. 4 miles to go to the top. Wonderful views. You can see the Milky Way, but not on this potato camera. But oh man, yeah. This plan is to still catch the sunrise from the top. So I've got like 2.5, 3 hours to pull that off. So we'll see how that goes. I'll see you somewhere interesting. Five to 5, I think that's Lone Pine down there. Sun is just starting to come up. Still see a few stars. Oh. Above 14,000 feet now. Got a cool wee snow trench.
On time. No kidding.
I'm a tall guy, man.
Tilt it down a little bit. Getting down to the portal.
I'm not sure. I've never.
20 past 7 now. Sun's had a bit of time.
There was surprisingly little snow up there, I thought.
Yeah, a couple of wee patches. A lot cooler. Now there's actually sunlight out. If you can show me a better camping spot, I will call you a liar. Seen a ton of these guys, but this is the first one I've been able to film. I think you're a pika, tiny little fat mouse thing. Squeaks really loudly and always does it right when you're not expecting it, and it'll scare you. But yeah, enjoy some grainy image of a fat mouse thing. I think between him, the squirrels, the chipmunks, and the marmots, that's basically all you really find in a dry, kind of barreny sort of place like this. But yeah, very cute. There he is again, blending in. Hello, here's lunch. There's the ranger station, and we're in Crabtree Meadows. This is where we left from this morning. Woke up at half midnight. It's now 20 to 12. Did Whitney, amazing time. But yeah, technically that's the whole thing done, PCT wise. But we're not done with the PCT yet. So I still need to hike, I think it's like 16 miles of the PCT to get to a pass that I'm actually allowed to exit on. Whitney, back up there, the closest time I could get an exit permit was the 9th of August, so I wasn't prepared to wait that long. So I'm going to have to go back out the same exit I left last time when I tried Whitney and didn't manage. But I am looking forward to seeing the trail without that much snow in it again. But yeah, might do 6 miles tonight to a campsite, we'll see. But I'm going to eat some of this, see how I feel, stretch a bit, and then we'll make that decision. But yeah, Whitney, amazing, incredible. Sunrise, beautiful. Hello, that's me, finished the nap, eating again, and yeah, I've still got some energy, plus I don't really have that much food left, so game plan is to do it's like 6.7 miles today. Decent little climb, big downhill, and then that means tomorrow there's only like 10 miles left to Chicken Spring Lake, and then I think it's maybe 1 or 2 miles downhill to the car park, and then last hitch out. So yeah, we'll see. 6 miles should be fine. That'll do much more. There's a big climb after that, so I think that'll be for the morning. But it'll put me in good stead for getting out in a decent time. Back at the junction again. So going to Rock Creek tonight to camp. Third time lucky. So this sign is about head height on me. It's actually just a little bit taller. And yeah. So if that sign is taller than me, then if I can find this next photo, that'll show you what the snow was like last time I was here. Pretty sure the trail goes up there, I seem to remember, glissading down here. But we'll find out soon. It's quite interesting here, watching all the landscape change. The closer we get to the desert, you know, if you remember some of the other videos, the ground was muddy, or at least covered in some form of grass, or, you know, tree debris and pine needles and leaves. It's now just sand again. I mean, Kennedy Meadows is only, what, 60 miles from here? And Kennedy Meadows is like where the Sierras start and the desert begins, so you begin to notice it when it comes to the water as well. I camped next to a stream, and it's 8 miles to my exit, which coincidentally is the first water you're going to find as well. And it's a strange one, you know. When I started running low on water, I'd just start paying attention to where the next stream was and find one. But yeah, you would now be getting back into the section where, you know, you're actually planning 10 plus mile water carries, because all the streams would be dry. But thankfully that's not me, and I don't need to do that. 8 miles is more than enough without water for me. You know, first time seeing this side of the Sierra without snow, it's quite strange. It's just sand. Like down there you can see some green bits, but then all around it, I don't know if that's what it looks like once the grass dies, or if there's always a sandy bit and always a grassy wet bit. I actually have no idea. But yeah, it's just, I don't even remember the desert. I mean, I know it's been a while now, but I don't even remember the desert having so many trees, but just such terrible soil. Like I was saying, and like you'll see in the video, I mean, 2 days ago it was still soil. It was dry, but it was still soil. Now it's just, you're back in the desert again. You're just very high up. It's quite strange. But yeah, like I was just saying, those little random green, yeah, tripping me out a little bit, but yeah, still life, still baby trees. I don't know how deep you'd have to dig to find soil if it's all sand all the way down. Don't know. So we're now at Chicken Spring Lake. I camped here in 2023 and the whole lake was frozen over. You couldn't see any of these little bushes, so I don't know if the bushes were pushed down or I was camped all the way up here on top of the snow. I'll see if I can find some photos, but yeah, up there somewhere is where I saw my first ever avalanche. It's a cool spot, and it's a lot nicer now the snow is gone. I remember, because you go up this hill, there's, you know, all the usual switchback, zigzag all the way to the top. We just straight lined it because there was absolutely no sign of trail. But yeah, I'll see if I can find the photos of the tent. But yeah, Chicken Spring, very nice. Surprisingly few chickens around though. Well, I guess that's it. So that way is Mexico, and that way is Mt Whitney, is Chester, and eventually is Canada. And that's the end of it for me now. Horseshoe Meadow, Cottonwood Pass. See you later, PCT. Adios. This way, there's burgers and burritos and beers and showers. I'm not sleeping on the deflating blow-up mat, but oh, I will miss it. I'm gonna see, I don't know, this might get cut out, but last time I was here, I glissaded straight off this hill down into the forest. So obviously I can't do that today, but also, wow, look at this. This is well nice. It's often a shame that the prettiest parts up here seem to be the bits not actually on the PCT. Yeah, so this will be it. So I sat here somewhere. Bloody hell, there was a lot of rocks. And yeah, used my ice axe and went all the way down into the trees. But wrong season to be doing that. I think instead we need to take a trail all the way down, zigzag all the way, and then somewhere down there is a car park. See you there. Once again, time for the old please love me, please take me somewhere nice. But yeah, 2 roads here. Odds should be better. Just saw what looks like the copy of the mystery machine from Scooby-Doo. Stuck my thumb out, waved, they waved back, and they drove away. I don't think they got the memo. But yeah. Oh, it's hot. It's dry, but we're done. That's it. Just need to make it to town, but no, this is, it's the job mostly done there. But I don't think I've got anything left to say. I've ranted and yapped enough to this camera, so hey, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed me rambling and calling mountains the wrong names and taking too many photos of lakes. But yeah, what a wee trip, man. So yeah, thanks again and enjoy.